Chocolate.
You can't fool me. I know that's not a guitar.
It was bomb. Gas. He's like, I go home.
You know, there's very few people know anything about whiskey.
What is going on, yo? Let's throw on something else. That was a little slow for my liking this morning. I think we're going to do this. What am I feeling like?
When you have talented young men making music, it's something. But when they're all from the one family, well, it's worth hearing. And what's more, they're brothers as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, George. Check it out, George. Check it out, George. Automator on the beat. Check it out, George. Jackass. Check it out, George. 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 Check it Check it out, George. 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 Check it out,
Dear Miss Bowers, spring is here, and we are, as always, ready to serve you. Although you have not used your charge account for some time, it is still at your service and provides a way to purchase some of the new clothes you may need. Our spring dresses, suits, and coats are beautiful, and the values unusually good.
check it out, George. Check it out, George. Check it out, 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 check it out, George. Check it out.
Yo, all this, bust this, reminisce this. Where you at? Where you at? Don't run, but the show getting high. Stuck at MC. Stuck at MC. Yo, hold up. Cut this off. Cut this. Throw on something funky.
Down with microphone.
Dan the Automator. Kid Koala with Rock and Roll Could Never Hip Hop Like This from the first Handsome Boy Modeling School album, which early 2000s, just awesome. Like, just cut after cut after cut on that album. Really, like, not the first album that I liked in hip hop, but it was the first album I really fell in love with hip hop. It's got like Del the Funky Homo Sapien. It's got everybody on that. It's sick. Very sample heavy. Uses a repeating theme of samples from an episode of Get a Life with Chris Elliott. It's great. All right. We got a bunch. Yesterday was awesome. And I even forgot to grab everything. So we're probably going to make another run downstairs, which is great. We'll see how much we can get done now, though. All right. So first, we'll just take care of some postcards. Chat away and see what's up. Right. Sold a postcard for $30. It's always nice. Get some bubble on this one. one more. Morning, Perlini and Philly Flipper. I was lurking on your live yesterday. It was hilarious. I wasn't in the chat, but I was, I think I popped in like right towards the end. I was working. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember. I popped in because you're the one who told me about the VCR thing, which I heard from other people. All right, what's going on here? Go open my back door real quick. Excuse me, Buster. Excuse me. It is significantly cooler out today than it was yesterday. This is... Oh. Dreamy Buys, yes, I do. If you go back and you look in my postcard playlist, like in the first 3 videos, I did sort of a live listing. There's what I recommend is keeping a tab open for your active listings, sold listings, Worth Point, and Terapeak. You don't have to necessarily search every one of those tabs, but just type in your search term one time, cut and paste it into each of those tabs, and then you can search in those much quicker. Also, batch your postcard listings by state or content or city if you can do it. So if you've got 20 Seattle postcards, do all your 20 together so you're changing less in between your listings. the less time you spend changing specifics or changing stuff in your title on a listing, the faster you're going to be able to list. You want to change as little as possible. So yeah, I mean, last night I just spent probably like 2-3 hours sorting all the rest of the postcards that I got from my private pick and all the ones I got from Just in Time by state. And some of those states, like New York and California, I will then further divide down to cities so that I'm just, when I list them, I'm doing all of like San Francisco at once. I'm doing all of LA at once. And then it's just sell similar. Always sell similar. Two labels for the same order. I just got to make sure that they actually got different numbers. 813. Yep, we're good. All right, moving on. Yeah, it's definitely like it's okay to go down a research rabbit hole if you really think you have something special. Like, you can spend a little bit of extra time in those cases making sure that you're pricing it right. But if it's something like, you know, a San Francisco streetcar, or, you know, the Space Needle or something, you know, like something along those lines where it's like a, you know, a state capital or whatever, you may just want to like take a quick look to see if people are buying them up. But you don't want to, you know, the less time you can spend on that, the better. And I mean, I'm still, you know, still getting, you know, slowly getting faster. Like, the more you do it, the more you sort of like figure out the little things that you can tweak to just make it a little bit faster. All right. I can't send this one standard envelope. This is Salt Lake City with a little thing of salt on it, which is going to make it too thick to standard envelope. But I worked that into my price, so. Was it Oregon? Cameron? Sorry, I should have. Oregon? I don't auction a lot of postcards. I did one this week, and it was a covered bridge I couldn't identify. Real photo postcard. And I found myself going down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, I'm going to put it up at auction, just kind of see what happens. Very funny, Tommy. I ship out like 20 to 30 orders in about an hour every week or every day. Sometimes it's an hour and a half, depending on how complicated the orders get. Sometimes it's more than that. This is a Continental. We don't want that. And honestly, I take my time. Like, I'm not super speeding through my packing. If I was, I wouldn't be doing it on a live stream. Where's this stupid gate? There it is. Oh, it's going to Canada? That works out. It was $6.95 free shipping to the U.S., but they're paying $11. So. That ain't bad. Printable label. Yep, got that. Oh yeah, smash the thumbs thing. What's my score on the whiteboard? 3-0. However, to be fair, if the score right now was keeping shipping labels in stock versus Matt, keeping shipping labels in stock would be Matt 0, shipping labels 1, because although I have shipping labels and I've ordered shipping labels, I am out of regular thermal print shipping labels, which is annoying. Letter, I need to fix this. Preferences, page setup. We're going to go landscape. Try that. Print. No. Still not printing right. Maybe that'll work. Okay. I never use this thing for normal labels, so I got to set it up. Well, that definitely didn't work. Brother, paper size. Bitch. Oh. Custom, no wonder. Need to save these. Start cutting off the top. Oops. Document properties. All right, got that. Why is it not letting me insert a page range, brother, references, paper and quality, label. Layout. All right. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. It's either too small or cutting it off. All right, that's going to have to do. How much is cut off? Still too much. It's not going to work. Maybe I can do that. I guess not letting me put in a header. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait. Ah. Why won't it print landscape? What? All right, we're just going to go back to the brother on this one. Hey. That's annoying. What do you want, Bobby? You want treats? Everybody wants treats. Come here. All right, moving on. Finally. Anyone ever been to the hot fish shop in Winona, Minnesota? Sounds like the most disgusting food on the planet. How many damn Continental top loaders did I use today? Did I just grab a pile of them? Here is, I think, the second card that I sold out of the lot I got from Justin. Hartford, Connecticut. It's the Bridge and Connecticut Boulevard. Sold for $20 plus shipping. So we're about 15% recouped on that in under 24 hours. Under 48 hours, to be fair. I've only listed about, I don't know, 100 cards, maybe. But that one listed yesterday, sold yesterday. What's up, Carl? It's another damn Continental. Are these both? No, just the one. That's 3. I think I just accidentally grabbed a hand of Continental size. Helps put these things in if you put them in with the closed side first. Helps a lot. Infinitely easier. What are you doing? Two of these are multi-quantity, so that's good. One person bought 4, one person bought 3. Finally. Jeez. Let's move on. Sold some records. Some laser discs. So a couple of these were just in the record shelf. I don't know why I didn't list them in the first place, or they were just records that I wanted to keep and then just never ended up listening to. So sold them. This was not one of them. Pavarotti, Oh Holy Night. The only Pavarotti record that will sell. I mean, they'll sell, but if you find this one, it's worth listing because it's Christmas. All right. So this is Pavarotti and the Vienna Boys Choir. It will show up at your local Goodwills for sure. All right. I recall there is a yes, right. If you go to where is the right, I remember now. All right. Next is a Laserdisc. The Godfather Part 2. It is sealed. I got this in a lot Goodwill auction. And I think this and one other of the Laserdisc that sold probably paid for all of them. There was like 30 in the lot. So if you know what you're looking for, you can get some good deals. on Goodwill Auctions. You just got to be pretty selective on your buys and go with what you know you can sell. And get lucky every now and then. I find the best strategy on Goodwill Auctions, because the shipping can be rather expensive, is get as many low bids in on as many lots as you can. And you're not going to win the vast majority of them, but you're going to win some. Da-da. All right. I just remembered what I was doing wrong. Hey. So, brother, the printer, Buster absolutely loves the other printer. He has been obsessed with both like the printer and the scanner since he was a very small kitten. In fact, here we go, Buster. You can keep an eye on it from right there. Hey. So, since I'm going to be running this thing for the next couple days, he is going to have some entertainment. All right, so this was in my back stock. This is Sonny Rollins. It's a pretty rare jazz record. Not the best of conditions, but good enough to sell and just disclose to the customer. And it sold very quickly. That's how rare it is. Like, it sold within 2 hours. And I didn't list it initially because the label or the cover was pretty bad. But I'm like, the record's good. Why don't we just put it up there, let them take a look. They can see it. It's got a seam split. It's got some water damage. It's about as bad as a cover can get before it starts coming apart, but it's still sold. So cover condition doesn't always matter. You haven't sold anything since August 10th. Wow. No, you shouldn't. I mean, there's so many things that could be the cause of that. All right, watch this. He's going to get very excited as soon as I hit that print button. And then one more that was in the record shelf. And that is the songs of Leonard Cohen. And that sold for $22. It took about a day. And I've only gone through now about 100, maybe 150 of my LP backstock. I listed about 30. Maybe a little more than that. And that stuff will just continue to sell now. My thermal, I'm out of labels. I ordered 2 cases like over 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't gotten them yet. So I need to, after the live stream, I'm going to go dig into that. But I have probably about 30 left that I'm going to need to save those for postcard labels. And I might end up having to do like the shame trip to Staples. I haven't been to Staples in 2 years. All right, moving on. What do we got next? Got some Vidya games. This is Command and Conquer and Command and Conquer Red Alert on CD-ROM. And I put in just a extra secret copy of Command and Conquer that the customer's not even going to know about. Basically an extra copy for free. When I was in college, my fraternity was wired for Ethernet, and this was like the first early days when you'd have like these multi-computer networks. And of course, I mean, I was at the University of Washington. There was a lot of Microsoft money. So, there was good technology there when I was there. And of course, we used that technology to essentially just play Command and Conquer on network for many, 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 many hours. Fun as hell game though. Mining the Tiberium, come on. Anybody else play Command and Conquer back in the day? And then you like build up that like nuke and just decimate your opponent. It was fun. And then the N64 came out, which came out with GoldenEye. And once GoldenEye was around, like everyone forgot about Command and Conquer. GoldenEye was so fun. My friends eventually had to make a rule because of me. You weren't allowed to use a no proximity mine rule because I was so good at placing them. They could never find them, and they would just everyone died all the time. It was. It's definitely one of those things, like once you know the weapon and once you know the fields, then you can basically create a scenario where you automatically win once you learn the pattern. Because it basically means your opponent can no longer move around. Because if they go anywhere, they blow up. Because you've essentially covered the entire course. Which I am fascinated with game strategies that are unbeatable. Like there's a unbeatable strategy in Monopoly, which is basically the rules of Monopoly. There is a finite number of resources, right? Like there's only so many houses, only so many hotels, only so many whatever. And once those resources are gone, nobody else can buy them. So the Monopoly strategy, essentially, that's not going to work, is to essentially create a housing shortage. You buy all the houses, but you never convert to a hotel. And anytime somebody does convert to a hotel, you just buy the houses. And basically what happens is, because nobody can buy more houses, you just eventually mathematically win the game. There's a similar strategy in Ticket to Ride, where if you occupy all the transfer stations, you basically end up mathematically winning. I'm unaware of any strategies available in Command and Conquer, though, that guarantee winning. I've heard rumors of some Catan strategies that are unbeatable mathematically, but I have not experimented with any. I also haven't played Catan in like 2 years. Oh, Dune? Yeah, I remember Dune. That was a cool game too. So the next item is some parfum. It's a little bit of Chanel. That much. And the person who bought it was nice enough to send me a message that treated me like a 3-year-old that's never shipped a thing before. Told me to make sure that the cap did not come off during shipping. So I'm going to do just that. There we go. That ought to do it. Normally I would just shrink this, but since they were so helpful with their instructions, I think I'm going to tape this one. My mailman's here. Hold on. Hello? Can I have you come back for pickup in like an hour? Okay. Half hour? Can I buy it? What's that? Yeah, I'll try it. Okay. Let me give you what I got now. Okay. If you can make it back, great. If you can't, I understand. All right. All right. Thank you. Yep. All right, that's about as protected as they can. Say it's the replacement mail person. My normal person's way better. Oh, let's not forget the thank you note. The Chanel sold for $28 plus ground shipping. My cats, the normal male lady is very, very nice. And they really like her. I really like her. I think she's awesome. Let's see here. Here we go. Custom. Let's shrink this down just a little bit. Crazy glue it shut, right? I mean, so first of all, I am more than happy to accommodate special shipping requests. But make your request before you make your purchase. Prolini, if I were you, I'd ask for your money back. Return it. They didn't do a good packing job. Return it. Like it's your money. It's your money. You should absolutely get what you were expecting. And if they fail to deliver that to you, then that you should not be a responsibility to pay. Send them a message. Let them know there's a problem. The one thing that the YouTube auction people have, they have to maintain the reputation, right? If they don't maintain the reputation, they are not going to continue to be able to get bidders into their auction. So don't threaten anything, but like, make sure that they back up their product. They sent you something with shitty packing, then same as an eBay seller, right? Speaking of YouTube auctions, this was a Mr. Buys a Lot buy. It's 2 poker chips I got in a very, very large lot. It wasn't a bad buy, but it wasn't a great buy. I've definitely made money on it. There's more money to be made, but it's one of those things where I am competing against Mr. Buys a Lot for the customer, and because he has the exact same items listed, so my only choice is to go in and undercut his pricing, which cuts into my margin. I mean, the other option, though, I mean, is to price it what I want and wait for his to sell. But I know he's got way more inventory in this stuff than I do, so that ain't gonna happen. No, I'm not saying how they are eBay sellers. They are. Yeah, Popeye, that I've gotten that one too. I'm not. I wish eBay had a way to send an invoice after the sale for things like special handling charge. Or if they had an option for special handling charge. It's like during the holidays, like if it'd be great if eBay gave sellers the option to provide gift wrap service for a charge. Like every other selling platform does. And, you know, it's up to the sellers if they want to do that or not. But, and Prolini, to be clear, I wasn't saying that they are eBay sellers as well. I am saying, like eBay sellers, they have a reputation to uphold. And if they create a bad reputation by creating unhappy buyers, that means that their business is going to suffer. Have you contacted them and let them know there was a problem yet? This is a vintage pinback button. AC Comics, Phantom Lady. It's from 1995. Sold for $29.95 plus shipping. Yeah. Papa, I know that. Please put it between two pieces of cardboard thing. I love it. I mean, and by love it, I mean it's ridiculous. expectations of some customers is just insane sometimes. Yeah, I ignored most of them. And sometimes I spite rap. Not the postcards, the Chanel. Like one of those records I just sold, they basically just told me, they also spoke to me like a 3-year-old. But told me why it's important to protect records when you ship them, as if like they couldn't just go look at my feedback and see that I've shipped and graded thousands of records. All right, next item. This is a good one. This is a Chevrolet Division. Let's see, I titled this right. It's a special deluxe cowl body tag that is blank for a special deluxe. I have no idea if it's OEM. It's a little bit faded, so I believe it probably is OEM. This came out of the toolbox that I had that I parted out. I sold some Monte Carlo badges out of that for a lot of money. And this little piece of metal sold for $125 plus shipping. It took a while. How long did it take? It took February 5th, 2020. So a year and a half. But it's not like it was taking up any space. I could probably pirate this for what I need. How am I setting this? You're gonna catch up on the chat here. 1 second here. Yeah, that is true, Popeye. The vast majority of eBay customers don't read anything. Joe, I've had that. That's a strategy for. It's a low ball strategy. When somebody, if they send you a low ball and then you don't counter, and they message you after that, just ignore it. Like, they're trying to suck you in and essentially continue to lowball you. They might come up, but it's not going to be as much as you want. Damn, 29,000 listings. Nice, Popeye. I am about halfway there. Auction Professor just went over 30K. Mark over at SM Postcards just mentioned too, he was at like 26,000, but he had like with multi-quantity 52,000 or some insane number because of that Navy postcard buy he did. He had so many multi-quantities. Sold some Tupperware tools. Remember these? Listed a bunch of these a while ago. They're still selling off. A little bit at a time. They're not crazy money, but they're not bad money. These sold for $8.96 free ship. I will make like $3. Considering they didn't really cost me anything. Perfectly happy with that. Man, Mailman was here early. Very early. Like an hour and a half early. No. I use one of these because the label size is crazy. It's humid as all get out again today. It's not as hot. It's overcast. Well, I don't know if it's overcast or California smoke, but Sorry, Buster. Wow. The Tupperware is going global shipping program. That's craziness. Somebody paid up for this stuff. I don't know why they didn't just... I can't imagine that it was less expensive to just do international shipping with me. Sold this here vintage Timex watch. I got this in a estate auction lot with a bunch of other ones just like it last year. Works fine. Put a new battery in it. Fired right up. Sold for $22.50 plus shipping. You know what? We're gonna put it in the other half of this guy. And we're going to put that guy in the other half of this guy. And then we're going to put that guy and this guy. It's pretty much hot as Satan's taint. Awesome. That's awesome, Popeye. I am glad. I very much enjoy. I hear that quite a bit. I've been told by most of my employers and bosses over the years that I basically have a work ethic that just won't quit. And, oh shit. What happened there? There we go. We're back. I was only later to be told that was by my doctors. Oh no, that's not work ethic. That's your ADHD. Or your subconscious compensation for that. All right, guys, I'm going to show you this next item. I'm going to put it on screen. So it's this Royal Lytton calculator. Make sure you're looking at the screen. I think you guys might like this. So I got this from the garage. along with a whole lot of other stuff that I basically like got for so cheap. It's not even, I don't even know how much. And one of the things was a box of vintage calculators. And this was in that box. So one thing, if you're going to sell calculators on eBay, it's very, very important that you always make sure that you show the calculator working. So this one, definitely always make sure you show that your calculator is working if you're going to sell it on eBay. Oh yeah, I sold one of the first calculators for like over $300. So anytime I sell a calculator on eBay, I'm not even joking. That exact shot is going to be somewhere in the listing. And every now and then somebody will catch it. But to Popeye's point earlier, nobody almost ever. The listing has had like how many views? 453 views. And maybe 3 people like messaged me mentioning that. Where's this going? First of all, California. How much does it weigh? That many pounds? It's going to be this many pounds when we're done. And how much is it to go that? Cheapest is medium flat rate. I may have to undo some of this shrink wrap though. Nope. Be good. Oh, well, we're gonna have to move those labels. It's not a big deal. Don't have quite enough clearance once I close it up. Yeah, so when I got this, it had a brand new thing of labels, so I just included it. got a shorter thing of that. There's that good stuff. All right, so I'm going to go grab a couple more things real quick. Secret of the Red Gate Farm and the paperweight. I keep doing that. All right, be right back. Sold a Nancy Drew book, Secret of the Red Gate Farm. So I think I've talked about these before. I know I've talked about them before. But this one is called the print run. It's called a Tweed Digger. The reason why it's called a Tweed Digger. So this is one that I would say is you can find. Be on the lookout for it. The covers look like this. That's the dust jacket. But the cover looks like it's tweed. You've got the silhouette of Nancy Drew on the front. It's textured. It's like linen almost. It's blue tweed. And the digger is, this is not the digger. Oops. It's just the blue tweed cover. I called it the Digger because I was wrong. The Tweed Digger ones look the same on the outside, but I just said tweed on this one. But the one with the Digger, this is also my listing. The inside, there he is. That guy right there, the blue Digger. So, if you see the Nancy Drew in the blue tweed, and you can get it for $1 or $2, always worth picking up. And then you can help date it and which run it is based on these inside cover pages. And just Google Tweed, Tweed. And that's Digger, Digger. Most of the later runs of Nancy Drew can do good in lots. Like there's people who always want them. So, but the ones that sell best on their own, I got these when I sold all the video games back at the beginning of the year. I found these at St. Vincent de Paul. I think I paid either $2 or $3 a piece, and I got a bunch of them. I only have, I think I just saw 3 left downstairs. So this one sold for 15 bliss ship. They're pretty easy to list, pretty easy to research. There's a website dedicated to identifying Nancy Drew print runs. You can find it's really easy. Well, Justin, let me just say it's probably a good thing that you don't work in theater or in I don't know any other professions that have problematic rhymes. All right, and the last one for today, there's a couple of things come in, but I'm pushing those. We'll do that tomorrow. And the way it's looking, we'll probably be doing shipping tomorrow as well. I'll put this up on screen. It's really nice, and it took me a long time to get the get down the ability to get good photos of paperweights, but this one was pretty recent. I thought it came out great. It's really pretty. Got it for, I think, $1 at the local thrift shop, and sold for $43. Choose your own adventure books. If you lot them up, you can get good money for them. I started a little paperback hoard upstairs for lotting purposes. And I've got like some Harlequin romance stuff upstairs, a few sci-fi, some choose your own adventure. Yeah, it's a really nice paperweight. This ain't going first class, is it? It is not. We will shove it into a padded flat rate along with a VCR. Which reminds me, now that I've got you all here, thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to have some coworkers along for the ride. Reselling can be a solitary thing. It's always nice to have people. So I know that I, don't, do the thing where I tell you to hit the like button all the time or subscribe or all that stuff. I try to remember. I'm really bad about it, but I'm hoping you guys can help me out with something. I know most of you are, subscribed and watch other channels and participate in chats and all of that. And I really would like you to help me get the word out on something. I try not to ask a lot, so, any help would be very, very much appreciated. The next time you're out in like another channel's chat or something else and you get the opportunity, can you just maybe make sure that everybody is aware that Tommy Bernard is a goddamn liar? You don't have to, get really into it, but, just make sure you get the message out there for me. Any help would really be very much appreciated. But, if you're in a chat, you're just hanging out, just be like me, just maybe drop a, hey, everyone, Tommy Bernard is a goddamn liar. People may know, but they might need to be reminded. So next time you're out and about watching the YouTubes, just pop it in there. It's not slander because it's a demonstrable fact. So thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I promise to try to keep my asks to a minimum. How much did I charge for shipping? Do I care? Yes, I care. We're going. We're going to play Shove It in a Padded Flat Rate. Bonus points if you wait for Tommy to join the chat, which wherever it is, it's only. All right. You know this is gonna fit though. It's a pain, but it fits. This one I made sure the box was squared. It doesn't mean it's not going to put up a fight. But that's going pretty easy. Oh. Almost there. All right, there we go. The 12, it's this box, the 12 and a quarter. Wait, that's 755. It's the 6 by 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. eBay sent out this box without. They used to have the 6 by 4 by 4, and they changed the dimensions and sent that out like 3 quarters ago is when they started with it. They have since updated on their free shipping supplies to the actual dimensions, but not before I had already ordered 300 of them or 200 of them, which were the wrong size box. And I should have just returned them because they weren't what I want, but they will fit in this. It's always a little bit of a struggle, but they always fit. I can hold my breath a long time. This wasn't $9 free ship. What the hell are you talking about? This sold for $43 plus shipping. But it's the difference of putting it in a box that's going to cost me $11 or putting it in a padded flat rate that cost me $8. I'm going to spend a little bit of time and I'm going to put it in the thing that's going to save me a few bucks. That took me, I timed it, 4 minutes. Four minutes to the time that I actually printed it and affixed the label. So, all right, that's going to be it. So, once again, like everybody, I thank you for your help in getting the word out. You know what to do. Thank you very much. That's going to be it for today, but we will be back tomorrow for more shipping and shoving things in bags. This does not go on the scoreboard because we already know it's going to fit. So, I got some orders to ship out or some offers to send out. I got some items to list. That's going to be it for me today. Monday after the live stream, we will probably 6 by 4, but this is the 6 by 4 1/4 by 4 or 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. That goes in there. 2 pounds. Whenever I put that in a pirate ship, it gives me $11 for East Coast or Southeast, I should say. Yep. Monday after the stream will be in the basement. Hopefully get that done in 2 more sessions is the goal. I want to do 1 more and then the second one be done. So So everyone have a great weekend. Go out, find some cool stuff. Remember, help me get the word out. Tommy Bernard is a goddamn liar.